absolute edge of our solar system. Floating silently in the permanent freezing twilight of deep space, there is a perfect, glowing, pale blue sphere. From a vast distance, it looks incredibly peaceful. It looks like a pristine, frozen ocean. A quiet, lonely twin of our own Earth, resting eternally in the dark. But that beautiful, calming color is a massive, terrifying lie. Human psychology is deeply biologically wired to associate the color blue with flowing water, fresh breath, and biological life. But the vibrant blue of Neptune is absolutely not water. It is a highly toxic, suffocating poison. What you are looking at is not a quiet, majestic ocean world waiting to be explored. It is a frozen, claustrophobic nightmare. And it is, without a doubt, the most violent and physically aggressive planet in our entire solar system. But exactly how violent is this beautiful blue marble? To understand the true horror of this ice giant, you have to imagine falling directly into it. If you were to somehow fall towards Neptune, your descent would begin in a deceptive, freezing silence. But the exact moment you sink beneath those upper, serene-looking clouds, the peaceful illusion violently shatters. You are instantly met with a physical, crushing wall of sheer atmospheric violence. The wind. On Earth, the most devastating Category 5 hurricanes reach wind speeds of around 160 miles per hour. They easily rip roofs off houses, uproot ancient trees, and completely destroy entire coastal cities. But on Neptune, the wind doesn't just blow. It literally breaks the sound barrier. Colossal, unstoppable hurricanes on this distant world constantly rage at over 1,200 miles per hour. That is roughly 1.5 times the speed of sound. You are entering a supersonic, planetary-sized blender of freezing methane and ammonia gas. The wind here doesn't just push you. It shreds absolutely everything it touches. If you were somehow suspended in Neptune's upper atmosphere, the sheer, deafening acoustic shockwave of the wind alone would violently tear your physical body apart before you even had the chance to feel the freezing cold. But what happens if your descent doesn't stop there? What exactly is waiting for you at the bottom of a massive planet that has absolutely no solid surface? I am going to pause this terrifying descent for just 1 second. If you love having the peaceful, romanticized illusions of our universe completely shattered, hit the subscribe button right now. We are actively building the most curious space community on YouTube, and you really don't want to miss the cosmic horrors we uncover next. Now, let's look at what is falling with you in the absolute dark. Let's say your highly advanced spacecraft somehow survives the supersonic sky. Let's say you continue to sink deeper and deeper into the belly of the beast. Very quickly, that beautiful, pale blue light completely fades into an absolute, suffocating darkness. The temperature violently drops to nearly minus 360 degrees Fahrenheit. But something deeply unnatural begins to happen to the environment around you. You are no longer falling through swirling gas. The thick atmosphere above you begins compressing under the weight of its own massive, inescapable gravity. It physically squeezes together until it violently transforms into a supercritical fluid. You are not swimming in a refreshing ocean of water. You are sinking into a boiling, electrically charged planetary sludge. You are drowning in a highly pressurized, toxic mantle of water, ammonia, and liquid methane. It is a dark, crushing, claustrophobic abyss where the atmospheric pressure is 100,000 times greater than at the absolute bottom of Earth's deepest oceans. The combined weight of an entire world is physically pressing down on your chest, crushing your spacecraft like an empty aluminum can. But even in this pitch-black, crushing sludge, something both beautiful and profoundly terrifying is happening. A phenomenon that completely breaks our understanding of planetary geology. The pressure at these extreme depths is so incomprehensibly high that it forces the methane molecules to literally collapse in on themselves. The immense weight violently strips the carbon atoms away from the hydrogen and aggressively crushes them together. On Neptune, it rains diamonds. But do not picture glittering, beautiful jewels gently falling from a crisp, blue sky. Get that earthly illusion out of your head entirely. Picture jagged, heavy chunks of raw, hypercompressed carbon the size of massive boulders. Picture them sinking slowly, relentlessly through a dark, freezing electrical ocean of toxic mud. Millions of tons of raw diamonds acting like brutal, heavy artillery, sinking for thousands of miles. They aggressively rain down in the absolute deafening dark, violently grinding against each other, only to permanently wrap around the planet's boiling, highly pressurized rocky core. What does a planetary core made of solid diamond and boiling rock even look like? We will never truly know, because absolutely nothing can survive the brutal journey to see it. Neptune is the ultimate cosmic siren. It is a beautiful, glowing, majestic sapphire, hanging perfectly in the lonely dark, singing a deadly song of supersonic winds and crushing toxic depths. It desperately lures the human eye, but it is physically built to utterly destroy absolutely anything that dares to touch it. It is a lonely, violently aggressive king ruling over the freezing edge of the abyss. But if you think the freezing edge of our solar system a terrifying place to die, wait until you meet the silent, invisible tyrant, waiting patiently at the exact dead centers of our entire galaxy. The universe is incredibly full of dark monsters, and we have only just begun to look into the shadows. If you want to know exactly what else is hiding out there, click the video on your screen right now, or click on our channel name to explore our entire archive of cosmic nightmares. The nightmare is far from over.